Hello. Hello, hello. I'm playing 100% X3. So I'm gonna get like all the items and stuff.
Go! Go!
I love this game. It's a great game. Just count me down on start. No, you count me down. Fine. Hold up, oh my god. I'm ready.
Go!
Okay,
Go!
I'm ready. Alright. So I shot myself in the middle finger, my left middle finger, with a nail gun. On accident, obviously. It didn't like go all the way through or nothing like that. I thought I had my hand out of the way, but it like hit it from the side. I mean, it broke the skin a little bit, but definitely bruised the shit out of it. But I'm noticing though. I'm noticing that I don't really use my left middle finger to like hold on to the controller at all. I just thought that was interesting. So yeah, this is the intro to X3. Start with the dash just like in X2. There's this maverick named Mac who betrays us. Really important character, clearly. And then our first instance of being able to play is Zero. That was a pretty sick climb. I guess, hold on. Game audio is a little quiet. I can fix that. How's that? So yeah, that was our first instance of being able to play Zero in the X series. It's pretty epic. Unfortunately, Zero is not all that useful in the speedrun, only for sacrificial purposes later on. But, I mean, he's fun to play as, I guess. Casual playthrough. So, this is 100%. The first Maverick I'm going to is Tunnel Rhino. And that's to get his power first. The drill, because the drill is like really necessary for like a lot of different item pickups throughout this game. Stage is actually a lot of fun to do first without the dash boots. Usually you'd have the dash boots at this point in like almost every other category for this. Mainly just any percent. But yeah, because there's a lot of like technical climbing, and the stage just overall is like very meandery, kind of all over the place. So it's nice not to have those dash boots in the way. If anybody knows, playing X2 and X3, there's a lot of times where you can like get an accidental air dash when you're like trying to wall climb or something like that.
Go! Go!
Alright, almost at the end of the stage here. It's a fun little quirk about this stage where if you die after the bitten boss, mid-boss room, you unlock Tunnel Rhino's moveset. But if you don't die after that and get straight to Rhino, he'll just ram his head in the wall back and forth over and over again. So like, yeah, that's not all his moves. Although this being X3, I wouldn't blame you for thinking that maybe this is all the moves he has. If anybody didn't know, X3 was sent to a different development team, a B team if you will. And there's a fair amount of bugs. Let's just call them features. Really fun features in X3. Likes to drop inputs at very inopportune times. Oh, excuse me. Alright, next is Blizzard Buffalo. This is the stage you would usually do first, but obviously you want to get the drill first to get this heart. Nice slope. Ah! I can't. The ladder. It's too powerful. The ice has some really funny properties. I mean, this is like the only stage you see it in. But obviously the downward slopes give you an insane like speed boost. But also if you like turn back to the left, you'll get a higher jump. Similar to a slope jump, but you can do it on a flat ice surface as well. Coming up is the infamous bootless grab, ledge grab. Let's go. Let's go, first try. This game gives you an up dash, which I always thought was like super dank when I was younger playing this game. I think it's a lot less dank now that I've been speedrunning it. Another one of those things that just kind of gets in the way because, like, you know, the SNES D-pad, like, accidentally pressing up when you're not really wanting to press up and you don't think you're pressing up, and you get an up dash instead of an air dash or, you know, what have you. Doing a little CFO strat here on Blizzard Buffalo. I'm sure we learned all about CFO from Tokyo's X2 run. So basically just using the travel time of the lemon to get another charge ready, maximizing the DPS overall throughout the fight.
Go! Go!
So yeah, 2 Mavericks down. And then we get our cutscene with Dr. Doppler. Very mysterious cutscene. He's got these 2 Mavericks that are gonna come after us. I think there's some dialogue in here about this
Go!
this ultimate battle body that Doppler's working on. I'm not sure what that's all about yet, but it sounds terrifying. So this is the Neon Tiger stage. You know, as I just said his name, oh shit, I just remembered that I saw in chat earlier that they wanted me to not skip the boss intros, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then as I'm playing the game, it just completely, I just forget the muscle memory of just holding the button every time. I'm so sorry. And now that I say that, I'll try to do the next one. I'll forget again, I'm sure. Oh, that was unfortunate. I had a really weird first jump. But yeah, this stage is like pretty straightforward. Feels like a rest stage. It's very flat, especially in the second half. Enemies aren't really that much of an issue. Really gonna be showing off the drill weapon in this stage. It has a fun feature where it'll disable enemies' hitboxes just for a short period of time, so you can kind of just like go through them. Let's see if we get Bit here. We don't. Bit and Bite will show up at random times after that cutscene is played. The first 3 stages after that will get Bit, and then the next 3 after that will get Bite. Oh baby, the double neon. Tiger's a weird fight because he's got some iframe issues when he's on the ground. His iframes reset, so just getting those lemon shots in while that's going on. But he'll block your charge shots, so that's why I'm just like shooting a bunch of lemons at him. Just in general, the bosses in this game, they either have like an AI thing or some sort of iframe thing. Some sort of exploit, usually. Alright, next stage is Gravity Beetle. So, here you go. Gravity Beetle. That's the boss intro. Nice air dash. Got hit. We're gonna get Bit. Alright, good. Bit here is good. In the first 2, it's good. If I get him in Seahorse, that's bad. Sweet. It's a good fight. I've seen Giaco has actually developed a new strat for that fight. haven't learned it, but it looks pretty dank. I would if I ran this game regularly. Why? My neon. Ugh, the lag. Ugh. No. Ugh. Yeah, this song's pretty good. I definitely like it. It has a lot of, like, you know, emotion behind it. Because, you know, Gravity Beetle is a cousin to Boomer Kuwanger. So, you know, Beetle wants his revenge. You can feel that raw emotion of X defeating his brother. Alright, not a bad fight. Stepbrother? What? I mean the robots, I don't know. Stepbrother, brother. There we go, there's the first two out of the way. This is the last Maverick in the the first set of 3 where Bit would show up. This song's pretty good too. I like this stage. A lot of vertical climbing. Really shows off the power of the neon jump that was talked about in the previous run very much. But, I mean, it's essentially you are shooting and jumping on the same frame during an air dash or up dash. And you get an extra jump. It's pretty awesome. Because you get the air dash and the arm upgrade in this game so early, it's used a lot. Oh boy. That's a tricky one. I love that trick, it's so good. And also there's just like a lot of vertical stages in X3, so neon jumps are definitely utilized heavily. That mini boss does not have iframes. Ice is his weakness, so yeah, he goes down pretty quick. Okay. Coming up, the Seahorse fight. This is another fight that has some iframe issues. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Oh, poop. That's okay. Oh. it's okay. I swear it's okay. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. He has this period of time after he's hit with the weakness for him, which is the ice, where his iframes, again, will like reset. But during that time, you can just kind of mash ice into him and drain his health really fast. This next song coming up for this stage, I kind of just wish that this song played out through like the whole game. This could be the background for like every stage. It's just so raw. That raw Mega Man X metal. It's good stuff. You might be wondering why I dropped down there to release that mech. I'm also wondering why I did that. I think it's just to use the mechs in general. Like, you have to do that, right? Pretty sure. Anyway, it's necessary for 100%. That's why I did it. Oops. So there was Bite. His weakness was the drill. Does a lot of damage to him. That fight goes by really fast. This boss coming up is probably one of the more interesting like strategies to defeat him. His weakness is a gravity well, but when like you use it, it's super slow. If you use the charge version, you can either wait through that whole animation, but you can also switch off of it into the pause menu, and he still takes the damage from it, and it resets it. While that's happening, you can actually get another shot in with the ice that you switch to. So it's just an interesting way to get him down his 32 health, you know? Like doing the charge gravity well, switching out, getting a shot in of ice, and then doing the normal gravity well to charge up your next shot. It's like just a mixture of a lot of different things. CFO strats and all that. Yeah, everybody better be taking notes. It's gonna be an X3 100% exam at the end of this. The only thing you gotta remember is I shot my finger with a nail gun.
Go! Go!
Neon jumps in this stage are extremely important. Because obviously those big spike, like elevator shafts, the spikes on the walls, waiting to get up those is really, really slow in comparison to just chaining some neon jumps. Just overall, the neon jumps in this stage save the most out of like any other section. Isn't Hundo where you revisit each stage 4 times? Man, I wish. But no, you only revisit 2 stages. Bet you guys didn't know that secret was here. How did I find it without my trusty helmet? My search helmet. Jump. Thank you. Oh, baby. What a fight. 3 drills. Pretty good. Pretty good, I gotta say. Oh boy, I'm on to my last Maverick. Crushed crawfish. Actually, I don't remember what his Japanese name is. I should have watched it. Dang. Scissor Shrimper. What? That sounds ridiculous. That's not his real name, is it? So I'm going to this, like, secret stage. If you play this game casually, chances are you'll fall down that pit anyway. So I guess it's not really much of a secret. But this is where Vile is. He's actually not dead from X1. He's still kicking. The strat's really hard, actually, for this fight in Hundo. So I'm gonna try really hard to get it right. Whew. Okay. Nice. That strat's very, very particular. Like, pretty much every movement is calculated in some way. There's very little wiggle room in the shots and like where you're moving in the boss arena. Oh no, it's collapsing! Go, X, go! Go, go, go! I don't know. There's not a whole lot left to talk about for the 8 Mavs. So, I don't know. What's everybody's favorite vegetable? Mine's broccoli. Potatoes whip. What? Do you mean mashed potatoes? I fuck with lettuce. Yo, me too. I fuck with lettuce. It's crispy. It's watery. I like it. Yeah, crunchy water. Dude, it's amazing. It doesn't really taste like anything, but it's just so, like, so good. I like eggplant. Eggplant is really good. Alright. So, there are a couple revisits. Wow, I cannot get that neon jump right there. There's that one. There's some weird stuff in this game, similar to X1, where like if you beat a boss in a certain order, a different boss's stage will, you know, have some different changes in it. In that case, you have to beat Blast Hornet stage to have those boxes out of the way. Obviously, this was the first stage we went to, Tunnel Rhino, so didn't really have all the upgrades we needed to get everything the first time. Peepo poo poo, peepo poo poo, peepo poo poo, peepo poo poo. Oh. Oh. Peepo poo poo, peepo poo poo, peepo poo poo. Pog. Peepo poo poo, peepo poo poo. Peepo poo poo. Pog. Alright, the very last upgrade we get, besides the gold armor and saber in the last stages, the last armor upgrade we get is the helmet, which shows us where the items are. It's very useful. Song's really dank. I do enjoy how this stage like throws a lot of different elements at you all at once. With the spike ceiling, and then immediately into like the crushing walls, and then you have a mini boss. I mean, the mini boss is cake, but either way, it's kind of fun. So Zero was preventing the spike ceiling from coming down while we fought that mini boss. Or something. Oh, shoot. At least that's what it says in the English version. After you beat that mini-boss, he's just standing over there. Like, he's not actually doing anything. So it makes me wonder. He's like, you know what? I don't feel like fighting this guy. Just make X do it. So remember that ultimate battle body I was talking about? So here's Bit and Bite. Come to get some revenge. Transform. The combined form. But that really can't be it, right? Like, that's not the ultimate battle body, is it? I feel like Dr. Doppler was referring to something else. The beginning of this stage can go really badly if you like mess stuff up a lot. Thankfully that wasn't too bad. Whoa. Alright, the one instance that we switched to 0, and as I said before, it is for sacrificial purposes. If you come into this mini-boss in Doppler 2 with 0, and you also saber him against the wall, you'll get 2 zeros. Now I think this is where the Mega Man X lore kind of splits. This is where there's a split 0 timeline, which is why you see him die so much in the games. So like, his soul is detached from the second 0 that occurs. I could go into it more, but I gotta focus on this speedrun. Yo, nice. That was good stuff. That was the elevator skip. And I did it well, and I didn't have to circle back, so I should be getting the explosion skip here. It's pretty cool. Gotta do the up dash for the fans. Alright, this is the second to last stage, and I'm going to be doing something here called the Hyper C refights. Hyper C is just short for hypercharge, which is one of the upgrades you get from the gold armor. So the gold armor gives you all 4 of the extra chips. I'll allow everybody a second to get out their notepads. So, the way this works is Hyper C is just all charge shots. It gives you a whole meter of charge shots. And they cycle through. It'll give you the first charge shot, the second, and then the third will be the saber. So, the idea here is to start each fight with the Hyper C, because it's a lot faster than like having to charge every time, right?
Go!
And the way we do that is by dumping the first shot, and while that's still on screen, if you wall kick and shoot the second shot, not really at the same time, but like close to the same time, it'll register as if you've shot that and move you to the next charge, which is the saber, but it won't cost any ammo. And then when you swing the saber, you again swap off of it as you're swinging the saber. So you're not using that ammo either. So really you've only started with you've only used up 2 ammo to get to that saber. While you're charging for the second saber, right, that takes time, you're taking bonks to refill your Hyper C back up to full. So you're effectively starting each fight with the Hyper C, which is a lot faster than having to charge every saber. Is very cool. I like it a lot. It's good stuff. Now, the routing for this isn't, like, you don't do this for every fight, because Seahorse and Crawfish, we're just going to use Ice and Triad Thunder for those. So for this last one, before I get to those, the Catfish one, I'm actually not going to switch off Hyper C until the very end. That makes the fight very, very fast. Just like that. And it turns out that that's the fastest Maverick to do that with. You could do that with any of the other ones up till the last couple, but just from like doing comparisons, doing a really, really fast Hyper C fight on Catfish just seems to be the fastest way to get through these refights. And then the bonks that I'm taking here are they're planned out. So I take 3 bonks from Seahorse, then 1 from Crawfish, and then I'll take 2 more bonks in the hallway before getting to Doppler, and that'll line me up perfectly to where I'll have Hyper C refilled once I get to Doppler. And if I didn't take any extra bonks, I also should have enough health to just go straight to the boss without... Yeah, I think I'm good. It's just really fun how this is all planned out so well. There's a lot of neons in this run, but that's okay. You see, we ended with 1 Plinko of health left. It's just really cool. Those were really good refights, actually. Those were really, really good. I think Tiger was the only one that was like a little sketchy. Maybe Hornet a little bit. Who is that in the background? What? Is that Sigma? Thought he was dead. Turns out he was behind everything all along. Shocker. Alright, prepare yourselves for this one hell of a sprite that's gonna appear on screen. Just prepare yourselves. It's beautiful. Oh shoot. Okay, well that was bad. I didn't get my jump right away. That's okay. I'm just gonna take those hits. And yep, there he's dead. So yeah, that was Mega Man X3. We got this little escape sequence at the end. So I just want to thank you guys for watching and putting up with my commentary. I'm sure it was something. I hope you all were taking notes, because the exam starts now. Yeah, that was like a 45, 46, I think I saw. That's pretty good. I like it. So yeah, thanks Waldo for having me on. And thank you all for watching. Thanks for the GGs. It was a pleasure.